Coming up, a crack terrorist unit take a couple hostage. This leads to a tense standoff, where one false move could prove fatal.
If we break in, the hostages will be shot.
Well, if anything happened to them, it would be your fault.
As an actor, I've had a few tense standoffs in my time, but they're usually nothing worse than the odd bust-up with an agent. For the police negotiator, the stakes are life or death. London, 1975. A group of IRA extremists had mounted a campaign of terror with bomb attacks and assassinations.
Cortina black, 4 occupants, 1 with a rifle and some with a handgun.
In December, a massive police operation intercepted the terrorists in central London. After a hot pursuit, the terrorists holed up in a flat on Balcombe Street, taking a couple hostage.
If we break in, the hostages will be shot.
It's too complicated to explain.
For the next 6 days, police negotiator Peter Imbert was thrust into the spotlight.
You learn to be something of a psychologist when you're on the beat, when you're dealing with people who are in trouble.
What are you going to do? Are you going to come out or are you going to stick it out?
You're pushing that to him.
Imbert was walking a tightrope.
Can't you make up your mind?
I had to think of a way of giving them some hope. They wouldn't come out with their heads down. They needed to have a victory.
As days passed, Imbert applied more pressure. He knew if he pushed too hard, too fast, he could be responsible for a bloodbath.
If anything happens to those two, we all move backwards.
Well, if anything happened to them, it would be your fault.
Suddenly the constable who was with me, he said they'd thrown the telephone out the window. I thought, oh Christ, I've blown it. And I thought, where do we go now?
Are you there, Tom?
Imbert persuaded the IRA to resume contact. With no way out for the terrorists, he finally made the breakthrough.
Look, there's a woman coming out, quick.
You've got people coming out who are fearful. They are terrified they're going to get shot by police.
These are police coming out now.
Where are the guns? All on the floor?
Near the TV.
Yeah.
Loaded.
They're loaded. OK, don't touch them.
Both sides are scared. Both sides are frightened of making a mistake. And if something does go wrong, then somebody will die.
Don't forget, hands above your head and keep them there.
Yeah, OK, right.
Balcombe Street was a personal triumph for Imbert and a testament to police tactics. His teenage son was less impressed.
When they got long prison sentences, he said, prison? They should have got a bloody medal. He said, listening to you rabbiting on for a week. He said, I'd have come out of there in 2 hours.
It might have got tasty at times, but these former coppers wouldn't have changed it for the world.
Marvellous days. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a lovely area to work in.
I had 30 amazing years. Absolutely amazing years.
A wonderful life. I've never for one moment regretted joining the mountain police.
Look, the officers already admitted that your head hit the wall when you tried to run away.
You'll never take away the romance of working in the police in the 1970s. It was fantastic.
I'm sure you're going to tell me your side of it. I'm going to complain, official. Of course you are.
So, that's the story of the real old Bill, told by the men and women prepared to risk everything to keep our streets safe from tow rags and crooks. Theirs was a tough, no-nonsense world, a far cry from today's modern police force. Progress? D.I. Burnside wouldn't agree. Apparently, these blokes can't even shove a suspect's head down a toilet.
I really don't think there's much of a difference between a monkey and a human baby.
They're not animals to me. They're like little hairy people. There's just a love that you can't explain. Their love is unconditional. I mean, they love me no matter what I do to them.
The premiere of My Child is a Monkey, coming soon to Nat Geo Wild in HD.
And I'm very glad to see they've already made a start.
Paul!
Ah, good morning, Chris.
Nice to see you.
How are you? Good to see you.
I'm all right, but I've got your work cut out today.
Really?
Because we're just about to meet a lady who wants to make a big difference home and abroad.
Home and abroad?
Yeah.
How are we going to do that?
Well, there's only one way, and that's to raise a lot of cash.
OK. Well, I've got my passport with me.
You're not going anywhere, mate. You're going in there to do some hard work.
Go on, then.
Come on, then.
Are you sure I can't go anywhere?
No.
I don't cost much.
No, you're staying in.
It does, no, that would go really well.
Well, hello.
Oh,
Sorry to
hello.
surprise you in your own kitchen.
That's okay.
You must be Nadine. That makes you
Shelley.
Thank goodness for that. We've gone to the right house. Now, own up. Who called the cash in the attic team?
Me. We moved house about 10 years ago and we had all these boxes of stuff and nowhere to put them. And they were in the loft and the garage and the cupboards. And I thought, must get rid of some of this.
So you want to raise some money for something special. Tell me about it.
We do. We'd like to raise some money for a charity for Malawi.
Oh, wow. Well, we're going to hear more about that later. And anything else you'd like to raise some money for?
I'm having a new kitchen hopefully soon, so I really need to save up for that.
So how much money would you like to raise?
I think £1,500 would be excellent.
£1,500? My goodness, we've got our work cut out today.
Yes,
Are you
I know.
ready to get your hands dirty?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
you look like the kind of ladies that are going to work hard. Come on.
We will.
It sounds like Nadine is quite the hoarder. One man you'll never hear complaining about too much memorabilia or even boxes languishing in attics is our antique expert Paul Hayes, who's already found a piece of sporting history.
Ah, now then, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Not
All right?
playing cricket in the sitting room. It's not allowed.
I think I'll be cheating with 2 bats. But just grab one of those.
Oh, thanks.
There you go. What a fantastic bit of cricket memorabilia here. Look at all these.
Yes.
We've got 2 cricket bats. This one's signed by what looks like the 1978 season.
Yeah.
But you've got Warwickshire, Worcestershire, Derbyshire.